How's it going, guys? My name is DJP, and welcome back to another NHL 24 Franchise Winning Challenge. We got our next Western Conference team. Seattle Kraken made it to the second round, but lost. Shout out to them. But we're going to be trying to get them a Stanley Cup for season, trying to win a Stanley Cup, injuries, morale, all that fun stuff. The only thing that's off are those morale meetings. We don't like those. We don't see those anyway, so just always like to say that. It's part of the script now that I just say it. So not meant to be realistic, and if you miss minutes of names, we miss minutes of names. So, with that all being said, leave a like, subscribe, enjoy the content, comment down below this videos, read our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down in the description if you do like other content from me, TJP. And with that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so let's take a look here at the roster. We've got, this is the only time I'm going to look at it like this before we just look at the lines. We have Vince Dunn, top guy right now on the team. Jared McCann, Brian Dumoulin, Andrei Burakovsky, Eberle, we've got Bjorkstrand, Adam Larson, Matty Beniers, he's pretty cool, Yanni Gord, Jaden Schwartz, Justin Schultz, Alexander Wenberg, we got Eli Tolvainen, Jamie Alexiak, Tanev, Wilsif, Killer Yamamoto, Cartier, and then Megna, Studenick, McCormick's on the squad as well. Now, Shane Knight is not here. Where is Shane Knight? That is the question. Or not Shane Knight. Shane Wright. I don't know why I just said Knight. But he is the Knight. He's our guy. He's our guy. We do want him on the team. So I think what I'm going to do is, because he's a young guy, you know, we want him to develop. We're going to send down McCormick. We don't need him on the team. In the system, we're going to call up Mr. Wright. I could call up Bellemare, but we're going to call it Wright for sure. And yeah, let's look at the goalies as well. Goalies are looking like this with Grubauer and Joey DeCord. So let's look at the lines. We're going to go best lines here. AHL doesn't really matter too much. The NHL is what is the most important because we love the NHL, right? Yeah. So we're going to edit the lines. Take a look at them, see what we got going on. Top line looks pretty good, +3 chem, which is fine. I still don't see Wright in here. So quick substitution. Should we put him on the ice? Part of me wants to. I mean, you should be on the team. Is there anybody better than you that we'd want to play? Maybe Killer Yamamoto instead. I mean, I don't know. I like this. This is fine. Defensively, you know, the chem isn't great at all on that defensive side of the ice. So, but it's fine. Lines look decent. I mean, we could look to make a move now, see what's out there in the market, try to improve those forward spots. So I'll see what's out there. In terms of picks, what do we have here? We've got ourselves, you know, an extra third rounder to play around with it, a seventh rounder. I mean, nothing too crazy, but yeah, we'll look around and see what's out there in the market, I guess. Maybe get a, you know, a small player for the depth of the organization. That'd be helpful for us. So I'll see if I can make a move before we start simulating, and I'll see you guys once I have that move. Otherwise, we'll just wait till the middle of the season to make a move. I grabbed Lafferty from the Canucks 3rd and 7th round pick, so helpful there. Now, they did send down Shane Wright. I don't want him being sent down, but I'm going to call him back up. I'm going to see what other skaters we have out there that we can maybe release. Oh, no, he is back here. Okay, I was going to say. It's like, my man should not be sent down. But the game said he was sent down, so that's why I was kind of confused. All right, well, we're going to simulate. We'll just keep the team like this. We'll see how well we do, and then we'll go on from there. I'll see you guys around the middle of the season. All right, so right now we're sitting at 29, 16, and 5. We're atop of the Pacific Division. I mean, we're doing pretty well. Let's see, Yanni is doing pretty solid, 46 points to lead the team. We got 44 from Bjorkstrand, Schwartz with 43, 37 from McCann, Burakovsky with 35, 30 from Eberle, 29 from Tolvanen. So, I mean, the team's doing all right. In terms of the assist leaders, 31 from Jaden Schwartz, 29 there from Bjorkstrand, Gorde with 28, Andre's got 26, McCann with 24, and we got your most goals on team, Yanni. Power play points, we don't seem to be driving in there yet, but we got a lot of guys with 6, 3 guys at 6, so that's cool, I guess. Hits, leaders, we've got 89 there from Yanni, 86 from McCann. Vince Dunn with 83 in terms of block shots, 67 there from Vinny Dunn. And your giveaways there, Dumoulin with the most, and then your takeaways there, 77 from Oliver Bjorkstrand. Wanted to see the goalie stats, so let's take a look at that instead of hitting the back button. Thank you, EA. Appreciate that. Grubauer's been solid. Chris Driedger could be better, could be worse, but we'll take it as a backup. I mean, obviously we're doing pretty good. I mean, if we're number one on our division, now I don't know if that's going to stay like that, but let's try our best. Now, the Wiz is very weird. We are the second best team in the NHL, but there's a clear divide between us and the Avalanche. Avalanche are clearly the top team, but we were doing well. 3.20 goals for per game is pretty solid. And then, 2.96 goals against is also pretty solid. We don't feel like a top 2 team, but somehow we are, which is, I guess, cool. But I wouldn't even consider ourselves a top 2 team, considering the fact that, again, we're kind of a bit separated from, the Avalanche by 13 points, so it's not like we're super close now. But let's just keep it up. I mean, we're playing well. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I would assume we should be able to make the playoffs, but I just hope we don't have a really bad second half of the season. All right, so we ended up with 104 points, 48, 26, and 8 in our first season, which is pretty good. I'll take it. That is a playoff team. So, pretty solid season from us. Yanni, 72 points to lead the team. Which isn't not a lot, but I mean, hey, we'll take it. In terms of leaders, like this amount of points, you would think that you have like a guy with like in the 90s, but no. I guess we have a lot of balance. There's 65 McCann, 64 from Bjorkstrand, Eberle with 62, same thing with Schwartz, 58 from Burakovsky, Benaires with 48, 45 from Tolvanen. And that was with Benaires missing a lot of games, so 47 assists there from Schwartz, lead the team, got 4 guys at least 40. In terms of goals, scoring, Yanni with 33, 25 from McCann, 24 from Bjorkstrand, 23 from Eberle. Power play points, we got 3 guys in double figures. You got your hit leaders, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. Let's take a look at those. 5 guys, just 5 with at least 100 hits. In terms of block shots, Schultz with 115, 114 from Larson, and 106 from Vince Dunn. And your giveaways and takeaways looking like that. Bjorkstrand with 133. In terms of goalies, we've got Phillip doing his thing out there, and Driedger as a backup was, serviceable. And 48, 26, and 8. It puts us right now, we're at 104. We did win our division, and we're currently, because this regular season technically isn't over yet, 4th. But it'll probably be right. We'll probably be around 4th or 5th, somewhere around there. 3.34 goals for per game. You're the top of the league, and then 3.00 flat on the goals against, which is again pretty solid. So let's see here what we're going to be doing in the playoffs. Who we're taking on. I'm excited. Trying to advance if we can. Let's advance a couple days and see who we're facing. So we'll simulate to this point in the season, and we got the Vegas Golden Knights. Tough matchup, but we'll see how we fare against them. And just in case you guys were curious, they were a 92-point team, but they are very good in the sim. Well, actually, are they good in the sim? Actually, no, they're not. Not really. Well, they're good in real life. We know that because they won the cup. But let's see if we can beat them here. Game 1. Well, we lose 6-1. Okay, so maybe they are good in the sim. Okay, how about Game 2? Maybe we can even up the series. We can't. We're getting destroyed right now. So we're definitely underperforming. Got to win a game here. And we don't. Looks like we're going to get swept. So we'll just sim through it. I've also picked up Joe Hanley in waivers earlier in the season. Forgot to mention that. Okay, we actually won Game 4, which is nice. 2-1. But I still don't have confidence that we're going to win this series, and we don't. So, didn't want to sit through that. Bit of an embarrassment. Gentleman swept. I mean, it's not too bad. Not that embarrassing, but, would have liked us to have a better season, especially in the playoffs. We were terrible. But, what are you going to do? Let's see the playoff stats, in case you guys were curious. Yeah, it wasn't very good at all. So, just because we were a pretty good regular season team does not mean that we are ready for that primetime playoffs. So, obviously, with a couple young guys, like Benaires going to get better. Shane Wright should be better. We'll see. And, we're going to advance to the next season. So, we'll look at the offseason, look at what's the Stanley Cup, and then go on to the awards. And then add some talent to the team. And in typical fashion, the team that we just rebuilt wins the Stanley Cup. Wow, what a surprise. Doesn't make sense to me, but hey, you know, game is the game. Let's see the Stanley Cup award. Well, the champions we already saw the Devils, but we got to look at the rest of the awards. So you got the Devils Stanley Cup winners. They beat the Ducks, okay? Do we have any Kraken? Most likely not. And actually, I lied. We have Williams. Jack Adams Award most successful coach. Yeah, good stuff there from Williams, but not really that important, at least to me, for the video. So let's head on to the next season. Just going to trade down, pick 26 with the Flyers, get 2 second-round picks. Really no reason to have the first rounder. I mean, we'll just like sim through. Now, there was a number 1 overall pick of his franchise, but he was only 78. Not that I knew, but I had a feeling that he was because it wasn't scouted. Not a problem, though. You know, I mean, I theoretically should try to trade for him, but it's fine. We're just going to sim past the draft then, since there's really nothing here that's too important. So let's head on to the re-sign phase. There's a bunch of guys we got that probably won't make the NHL, at least in this video. So I'll see you guys at the re-sign phase. A little bit of money to play around with. I mean, Everly, we could offer him a contract. If he wants to stay, we'll throw him this kind of contract, 1-year deal. Nothing too crazy. If he wants to stay, he stays. If not, no worries. Wenberg, same thing. We'll offer him a contract. Doesn't want a lot of money, so we'll give him a contract. We'll qualify Beniers. Want to get him back on the team. And these other guys will offer contracts too. So we'll see who ends up keeping, who ends up wanting to test, and who we'll need to find replacements for. So once I have some offers on the table, I'll let you guys know, and then we'll go on from there. All right, so Lafferty wants to test. We did re-sign Bellemare. Everly re-signed. Schultz re-signed. Wenberg wants to test. Magnet re-signed. Dreiger wants to test. Carrick re-signs. Hayden wants to test. So that's fine. We'll have a few guys that want to test. We'll have a little bit of money playing around with some of these guys who accept their qualifiers. And yeah, we'll go on from there, I think. I did re-sign Chris Dreiger. We did not get Chandler Stevenson or the guy that other guys I offered. So I'm trying to see if we can get some decent players for you to see if anybody out there I want to add. Obviously, we got to make sure I can re-sign Beniers as well. But yeah, we'll see if we can add to this team. TJ Brody to help out our defense, and that's pretty cool. Can you get back Wenberg so he walks? And Jason Zucker, I'm not getting anybody for you to see right now. We got Varana on the team, just another winger for us. That's helpful. I think after that, I mean, I might just re-sign Beniers and then just go on to the next season. So to start the second season, I'm going to show you guys the lines. I think we made a little bit of improvements. You want to make one move here, I think, to get another center. I might move Tanev off of the team, but yeah, I just want to get another center. But yeah, you guys can see, I mean, top line's pretty solid. Second and third lines are okay. Fourth line, like I said, just doesn't have that chem. These lines, no chem, but the bottom line is pretty solid with the chem. Defense looks okay. Of course, we still have the same goalies, right? Grubauer and Dreiger. Let me just double check. Dreiger, yes. So yeah, Philip and Chris. Cool. All right, I'm going to try to make another trade for a center. Probably going to dangle Tanev, see what we can get for him, and yeah, go on from there. We got Hedl and a first-round pick from the Rangers, and we traded away Tanev and a future first-round pick at 2029, and that worked. So I got the Rangers first-round pick and Hedl on the team. So that does improve our team, I'd say. Gets us another center, so that will be super helpful for us. Now, does it improve the chem? A little bit. I mean, we could do something like that. That looks good. We could maybe have Wright up there. No, well, it doesn't really matter. We could do this. Get +1 chem, have Yanni in the third line, which I think I might do. Just get that +1 chem. So, yeah, that works for me. Yeah, let's see what this team does. Second season. I mean, we made the playoffs last season. I would imagine we can make it this year for a better team, but only time will tell. So I'll see you guys, around the end of January and early February, and we'll assess the team there. Well, we're 23, 21, and 5. Should be better than we actually are, but maybe there's some injuries. We'll take a look and see what's going on. Yanni's our leading point total with 38. That's a little low. I mean, Tolbert has missed some games, so I mean maybe that's part of the reason why. Hedl's missed some games. Wright's missed some games. McCann's missed a lot of games. So some guys in and out of the lineup. But yeah, 38 points there from Yanni, 34 from Everly, 30 from Bjorkstrand. So yeah, really nobody that's totaling a lot of points. Yanni with 26, 25 from Everly, 20 from Beniers. In terms of goals scored, we got 4 guys only in double figures right now. Power play points, we do have Jordan Everly with 10. And you have your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. We can see 99 hits there from Yanni to lead the team. You got your block shots right there. 74 from Vince Dunn. And your giveaways and takeaways are looking just like this. Giveaways and takeaways. As you can see, giveaways and takeaways. How the goalies looking this year. Grubauer, not too great, but Driedger, something crazy. If we look at the standings, we can see, I guess, the defense kind of took a bit of a dip, which is why we're not as good as we should be. We're definitely not scoring enough either. 2.71 goals for per game is certainly going to be near the bottom of the league. Bottom 5. Yeah, not too great. And 3.20 goals against. You know, definitely could use a little bit of improvement on that side of the ice as well. But is there any moves we want to make? I mean, we could look and see what's out there in the trade market. Now, we do have that Rangers pick. I don't know where the Rangers are. I imagine they're pretty good. Because usually when you make trades for picks, tends to be that the teams get better. And actually, no, the Rangers are not doing that great. They're only at 47 points. So, okay, maybe, just maybe. And we're playing them, actually, speaking. Oh, I literally just looking at them. They're not doing that great. Okay. Yeah, let's see if there's maybe another way we can get another first-round pick. Because I'm actually not opposed to trying to get some first-rounders. I don't think there's going to be a franchise guy, though. But if there is, hey, I'll take it. Carrick, second and a 7th-rounder to the Devils. We're getting their first-round pick this year. So we're going to have 3 first-rounders. Now, their pick is obviously not very valuable, but we'll have 3 first-round picks, so that I'm cool with that. That's really the only move I wanted to make. I mean, Carrick is not even in the NHL anyway, but just to get another, first-round pick asset in case we need it. Trying to trade up to get some top picks in the draft. Got some young talent to the team. I mean, that's nothing too crazy there with that, right? So I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Disappointing season this year, 37, 39, 6, even though we got better. But, tends to happen, right? When you get better, you actually get worse. And then when you get worse, you get better. Eberle. 71 points, lead the team. 66 there from Beniers. Now, we had actually a lot of injuries, too. I mean, McCann missed a lot of games. He'll miss some games. So, that didn't really help us out too much. Yanni, 59 points. 51 from Yorkstrand. 12 and 50. 43 from McCann. Brandon with 42, 40 from Schwartz. In terms of assists, you can see 50 there from Jordan Eberle to lead the team. You got your goals as well. Right there, looking just like that. 27 from Beniers. 23 from Bjorkstrand. Eberle 21. 21 from Yanni. Power play points, we've got 3 guys at least double figures. You got your hits, block shots, giveaways, takeaways, in case you guys are curious about that. We've got 7 guys with 100 hits, block shots. You can see there, 3 leaders, Dunn, Dumoulin, and Schultz. Giveaways, and then your takeaways, looking just like that. Bjorkstrand leading the way. Goalies, how we doing on that front? Grubauer was terrible this year, and then Driedger isn't that great either, but not as bad as Grubauer. So, standings-wise, you can see we're not a great team. Now, we do have those 3 picks, which is nice. I mean, obviously, the Devils pick is going to be very valuable. I hope in the Rangers picks it'll be more valuable, but we'll see. In terms of goals for per game, as you can see, we're going to be near the bottom of the league at 2.91 and then 3.46 goals against. Also not very good. There we are. As the Rangers were 20th place. They didn't make the playoffs, though, which is nice. I don't know where the Devils are, but I imagine they made it. Devils. Oh, the Devils didn't make it. Wow, they missed out. They might have missed out. That's crazy. Okay, so we might have 3 lottery picks, which is good. That is valuable for trade pieces, even if it's not for high picks. I mean, we can get ourselves like a good player. So that's helpful. Yeah, the Devils didn't make it. Wow. All right, cool. All right, let's just then see what ends up happening in the playoffs. He wins the Stanley Cup. I think one of the offseason should be an interesting one since we'll have a lot of assets. Ducks won the Stanley Cup. Okay. Interesting. And let's take a look here and see what that is looking like for the rest of the awards. Now, if we look at the awards, you can see the NHL. Now, I'm curious the AHL because aren't we the... What are we? I don't know what we are. But I thought we might have made the Calder Cup final. I have no idea, but regardless, it doesn't matter. Anyways, look at the individual awards. Ross. Yeah, nobody. You guys can see. Pause and take a look at them if you're really that curious, or slow the video down. But yeah, let's head on to the offseason. Curious to see the lottery. That's going to be very interesting. So all of our picks dropped the spot. Typical. Very typical. I don't just the number 1 overall pick. Cool. We don't have a franchise guy, but I have a weird feeling that this guy might be pretty good. Do I think he's going to be good? Do I think he's an 84 overall or like something like that? I actually don't know. Interesting. I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. I think we just try to trade for a player. We'll sim pick. He's an 80. Okay. Yeah. Let's try to just trade for like a star player. 3 first-round picks for Trevor Zegras. Welcome to the squad, Mr. Trevster. Star player right there. That's our first move, but we're doing more. We're not done yet. Rov, Evangelista, and Foodie. 2 first-round picks to the Predators. We got ourselves a nice goalie, a couple another few guys to round out the team. I love that. Yeah, we did a lot of moves, a lot of guys to get on the team, quality players that we can have in our system, and just going forward. So it's on to the re-sign phase. I think I'm gonna have to re-sign a couple of those guys. Really got to re-sign. That makes sense. So we'll offer him a contract if he wants to stay on the team. We got a lot of money to play around with, so we'll throw him $6 million. That should be good. 1-year deal. 35 years old. So we'll just keep him those 1-year contracts. Brana, same thing. We'll throw him a 1-year contract. And then, yeah, some of these other guys will offer too. If they want to stay on the team, great. If not, no worries. Let them test. And we'll try to find replacements for them in free agency if I need to. So that all being said, I'll see you guys once I have some offers on the table. Brandon wants to test. TJ wants to re-sign, which is cool. Larson wants to test. Everly wants to test. Yanni wants to test. We got Dumoulin back. Okay, and I guess that's fine. Got some guys that qualify. So some of these guys want to test. So I don't know how much money we're gonna have in free agency. We'll take a look. So we'll have a decent amount, maybe like enough to re-sign some of those guys or find adequate replacements for them. So yeah, I mean the free agency class not too crazy. Nobody that's like game changer 95 plus overall that I really want. So yeah, I think we should try to re-sign some of the guys that didn't want to re-sign with us in the beginning. So basically, I've been striking out on free agency this year. I mean, we got Tolvin in. I got a bunch of guys back, but that's really about it. I mean, there's really nothing that we added. So I mean, we're just gonna go over to the third season, I think this is, and just try to see if we can improve just overall internally. So third season, I don't know if we got better or worse. We did lose a lot of good players, and we still have some decent players here. I mean, obviously Beniers is playing out of position. Personally, is there a way we could switch this? Not necessarily. I mean, I could do something like that, more Kevin there, but I'm just kind of surprised because I feel like we have more right wingers. Okay, we do. I mean, we could do something like this. So we could have Tolvin in play, the right winger spot. We could have Beniers play up here, and then Zegras plays up here. Do something like that. I don't know if that makes us better or not. It kind of ruins the chem. We could do something like that, have Shane Wright, the bottom line. I guess because 3 lines is +1 chem. Then defensively, the right side's a little bit weaker than the left side. Of course, we have Askarov as our goalie now, which is pretty cool. So if you guys wanted to see that, I'll show you guys again. But if I look at the goalie, so there you go, Askarov and Grubauer. Looks pretty good. So yeah, looks good. Let's simulate the rest of the way and see what ends up happening. 25-4, not looking too great. The team is struggling mightily. So yeah, we obviously got worse. We really did lose a lot of players. Team's not looking too great. I mean, we've had some guys miss some games here and there, but really not enough for us to not be good enough. Which is weird, but it is what it is. Those young guys, I mean, they'll improve, but we have one more season to go after this. I mean, the team's not looking great. You guys see the points, the assists. I mean, Zegras has been solid, I guess. 16 goals. He's been a +7 on the ice. I mean, he's not really been the problem. Furcus has been kind of bad, -11. You got your power play point leaders, Evangelista, but they were 8. In terms of hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways, it's looking like this. 107 from Beniers, 105 from McCann. In terms of block shots, 61 there. Giveaways, 77. 67 there on the takeaways. Goals, or goalies, Askarov and Dridger. Hasn't been great. Yeah, 20, 25, and 4. Not going to cut it. And we don't have our picks. So, did trade those away to get those players we needed to get. That we wanted to get, rather. I guess needed, wanted, whatever you want to classify it under. So, as you can see, yeah, bottom 5 in goal scoring. And our defense, not been that great either so far. So, definitely room for improvement. Maybe better second half of the season. But, I don't know. This is pretty much the team for at least this year. Then otherwise, we got to make some more moves in the offseason. I mean, I could look, see if there's anything that we could do. We do have space. So, I mean, if we have some extra picks, maybe we could try to acquire a stud guy. I mean, that would be probably the only thing I would want to do. So, I could look around. Maybe we have some extra future first-rounders we could maybe trade. Grabbed Kuzmenko from the Canucks for 3 first-round picks. I feel like it's a pretty solid pickup for us. Round picks to the Capitals for Sonny Milano. Welcome to Team Sonny. Nola and Merrill for 5 third-round picks to the Jets to get some extra defensemen. I think that's it for moves. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. I don't know if that's going to get us back into the playoff contention, but hopefully it makes us better, you know, this year. Maybe next year we can retain some of those guys and be better in our 4th final season. We needed to win out, and we didn't do that. 82 points on the season, once again missing the playoffs. Another disappointing season in a way, but I think maybe next year, 4th final season, we got to be able to make it back. Zegras with 82 points to lead the team. 73 from Beniers, Bjorkström with 55, 53 from McCann, Tolvanen with 53, 48 from Wright, Milan with 47, 46 from Burakovsky, Elizabeth with 44. I do think we got better, though, but just wasn't enough. We were already kind of in a deep hole. Zegras 56 assists, 45 from Beniers, Milan with 37, 35 from Bjorkström, 34 from Burakovsky. We got 6 guys, at least 20 goals. Beniers leading the way with 28 power play points. We've got 5 guys, at least double figures. Then you have your hits, block shots, giveaways, and takeaways. Looking just like this. 7 guys, at least 100 hits. Oof, close with 8 with Dumoulin. Just missing out by 1 hit. There's your block shot leaders, Dumoulin and Dunn. Giveaways, 126 hits from Dumoulin. Takeaways, 95 there from Bjorkstrand. How are the defensemen looking, or the goalies? Let's look at those guys. Askarov and Dreidger. Nothing too crazy from them. But, yep, 38, 30, and 6 is what we finished. And actually, that was the bottom, ironically. But it was, I guess, a tough Pacific division. So, look in terms of the entire league. Goals for per game, we are going to be near the bottom. I would assume, yep, 2.96 and then 3.17 goals against. I mean, that's not too bad, but, you know, we just need to be able to score a little bit better next season. So, 4th and final season on the way. Let's see who ends up winning the Stanley Cup, and then look at the awards and go on from there. The Cup again? Crazy. That's crazy. Where was that when I was doing the video game? I don't know. But anyways, let's look at the awards. Devils, Maple Leafs, Wild, Devils. Individual awards. Do we have any Kraken? We do not. Oh, we do. I lied. Dumoulin, Bill Master Memorial Trophy was the best sport. Good job, buddy. But other than that, that is the only award. So, let's head on to the 4th and final season. Try to see if we can improve the team next year. Getting past the draft, but there was a franchise guy. It was 79 overall that we ended up being, so. Yeah, right. We got a lot of money to play around with. Beniers, Zegras, got to re-sign them. Qualifiers, we'll give them first. But yeah, this should be an interesting free agency. I mean, hopefully there's a lot of guys that want to, you know, come to our team, stay on the team, don't want to test, but we'll see. I'm going to do all this. Goalies as well. Got to just double check there. I mean, Dreidger is unrestricted. I mean, we just try to get a goalie in free agency, I think, which I think that's what I'm going to do. But we'll give him a contract. I mean, if he wants to stay on the team, he can, but it'd be for $1 million, buddy, and you'd be in the minors. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing the re-sign phase, and we'll see if we have any offers on the table that get accepted by these players, and then we'll head on to free agency and try to add some talent to the team. All right, so TJ wants to test. Did re-sign Sonny Milano. Alexiak wants to test. Schwartz wants to test. Bjorkström re-signs. Schultz re-signs. Dumoulin re-sign. Doesn't re-sign. These guys don't want to re-sign, which is fine. Got Tolvanen back. Cool. Let's head on to free agency. We're going to have a lot of money to play around with, so it should be fun. Very, very fun. Signing right here, Thatcher Demko. Welcome to the team. New goalie. Wonderful signing. Going to be picking up Evander Kane. Just another winger. Right, so to start the fourth and final season, if we take a look at the lines, I do like our goalie rotation a lot. Top line's pretty good, +3 chem. No other line is chem, but I feel like our lines on offense look pretty solid. A little better than defensively. I mean, I don't really like our defense that much. Just that right side's a bit weak, but at least there's nobody with negative chem, but that's a little bit, that one I'm a little bit worried about, but at least we do have some great goalies in Demko and Askarov, so hopefully that makes up for any deficiencies that we have on that side of the ice. Hoping in this fourth and final season we can turn it around and get back into the playoffs. So we'll see. I guess I'll see you guys around February, unless there's something I want to make before then, but hopefully this team is better than it was last season. All right, we're in the hunt, 25, 20, and 5, 55 points. I will say the Pacific Division, I mean, a lot of teams that are relatively balanced. I mean, we're right there, but I would like us to be a little bit better than we are. Zegras with 47 points lead the team, and I'm depleted of assets. I mean, this is the team, by the way, so hopefully we can kind of keep it okay. Kuzmenko with 44 points, 34 points for Beniers, who's missed some time, but not a lot, you know, just 6 games, which is a little annoying, but if he didn't miss those 6 games, we'd probably have an extra win or 2. In terms of assist leaders, we've got 4 guys at least 20 assists. Zegras and Kuzmenko up there. Also, Trevor Zegras with the most goals on the team. 5 guys in double figures right now, which isn't that many, but no, it's fine. Power play points, Zegras and Kuzmenko leading the way on that front. Hit leaders looks like Beniers with 100, and that is in fact him. Block shot 71 from Cale Fleury. You got your giveaways and takeaways in case you are curious. You guys can also take a look and be happy with it. Goalies this year, I mean, Demko's been awesome. He's usually a pretty good signing. Askarov, not as great as I want him to be. And let's look at the standings. So 2.96 goals for, 3.10 goals against. It's just not quite where I want it to be. We're not scoring enough. And, I mean, our defense has been okay. Goals against. But, like, I feel like we could be better. I feel like if we have a good second half of the season, that would be nice. We could score a little bit more. I mean, we're in that wild card spot, and we're not far back from the #1 ranked team in our division. So if we have a really good second half of the season, that'd be great. And hopefully we'll be in the playoffs. That's the goal. Well, we had a horrible second half of the season. 36, 36, and 10. It didn't make the playoffs. So that is how the video ends, ladies and gentlemen. Very disappointing. Made it the first season, lost in the first round, kind of embarrassingly. Then 3 straight seasons of underperforming. Brother. Okay, well, that's annoying. 71 points, 65 from Kuzmenko, Beniers 57, 45 from McCann. You guys can see the leaders. Assists, 42 from Beniers, 40 from Kuzmenko. Zegras 20, 39, 31 from McCann. Yeah, definitely underperformed. I will say that. 32 goals from Zegras lead the team. Power play points, 2 guys in double figures. You got your hit, block shots, takeaways, giveaways, all that fun stuff right here, in case you guys are curious. 5 guys at least 100 hits. Block shots, 2 guys right there, Dunn and Fleury. You got your giveaways, 117 from Cale Fleury, and then takeaways, 68 from McCann, 67 from Beniers. 60 between Kuzmenko and Bjorkstrand. Demko and Askarov. Not enough, though. Just not enough. And we had, like I said, a bad second half of the season. I mean, we scored even less and gave up more. That's awesome. That's what you love to see. So, yeah, near the bottom in scoring and near the bottom in defense, I would assume. Bottom half of the league, I'd say. Yep. All right, well, let's just see you in the Stanley Cup and then go on to the full screen and close out the video. Definitely a disappointing ending to the video, for sure. Not making the playoffs, man. Crazy. Shout out to the Sim Engine. Cup, wow. I'm pretty sure we made a couple moves with them. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Yeah, I guess so. Canucks, Hurricanes, Canucks, and Lightning. Got the individual awards. Do we have any Kraken? I would expect no, and that is correct on that assumption. Well, I guess with that being said, let's go to the full screen and close out the video. Alright guys, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Comment down with videos, go to socials, play the second channel, main channel down in the description if you like other content, DJP. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out your way. The sim doesn't sometimes tilt your way, and that's what happened today. I mean, at least we made the playoffs for 1 season, but yeah, we just disappointing 3 seasons in the end there. Should have made it. Really had the talent to do so, but you know, it's just sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. We did lose a lot of those guys. That kind of hurt a little bit, but what are you gonna do? So, with that being said, I don't know who the next team is off the top of my head. I mean, we could look. NHL, playoff tree, 2023. I think it's the Maple Leafs. They're our final second-round team. No. Yes, Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs, and then the Oilers. And then we got our conference final team, so we're getting there. We're getting there with the normal teams. We're almost done. We should probably be done by Christmas. We'll probably be done before Christmas, so that'll be cool. And then we'll do our fantasy draft at some point. And then I don't know what we're going to do after that. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Peace.